Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Halimat, and in today's video I'm going to be teaching you guys how to cut and sew a crop top like the one you can see in this video. So if this is something that you're interested in, let's get into it. So guys, in today's video I'm going to be teaching you guys how to cut and sew a simple crop top, and I'm going to be using an Ankara fabric. This is my fabric. I have my tape rule with me, I have my chalk, I have my scissors, my ruler and my pin. So the first thing that I'm going to do now is I'm going to fold my fabric. So this is what I have, and this crop top is going to be a bit free. It's going to be like a free crop top. It's not going to be fitted because I'm not going to be adding a zipper or button to my crop top. So I'm just going to add some like few extra allowances like inches to make it a free top. So this is what I have, and my measurements. So guys, my bust measurement is actually 34 inches. So I'm going to be adding extra 8 inches allowance to my bust measurement just for me to get a very free top, not too big but free. So after dividing that, 34 inches plus 8 inches divided by 4 gave me 10.5 inches. So I'm just going to go ahead and measure my 10.5. The body here I have 11 inches here, which is good. So the length of my crop top, I'm going to make the length 17.5 inches. The length is 17.5 inches plus half inches plus half inch at the top for sewing joining allowance at the top, and 1 inches at the bottom for the folding. So 17.5 plus half inch at the top, that's 18 inches, plus extra 1 inch, that's 19 inches. So I'll just go ahead and mark 19 inches here as the length, just like this. That is what we have. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to try and get the bust line for my crop top. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get the bust points for my crop top, and the bust points, my bust point is 10 inches. You're just going to put your tape rule on your shoulder and let it be on your nipple. That will be your bust point or your bust line. So I have 10 inches here with me. I'm going to mark it 10 inches, and I'll go ahead and form a straight line just like that. So from this bust line, to get our chest line, I'm going to go up by 2 inches, and that will be my chest line. So I'm just going to mark it as well. So this is what I have. So what I'm going to do now is to start my measurement. And first of all, I'm going to measure it's going to be my shoulder measurement, my back measurement, and my shoulder is 15 inches, and I'm going to add extra 1 inch to my measurement, which will give me 16 inches. So 16 inches divided by 2, it will give me 8 inches. So I'll go ahead and mark 8 inches here for the shoulder line, just like that. Then I'll just draw a straight line like this. So what I'm going to do next now is I want to measure. Okay, I'm going to make my armpit 8 inches. We already have it here. So I will go out by just like this, slanted 1 inch, then I'll make a curve. So I'll come in from this point by ½ inch, just like this. So I'll connect this line together, then go back out like this. So that is my armpit measurements. So I'm going to measure my bust measurement here, and my bust measurement is 10.5 inches. I'm actually managing my fabric, so I don't want to waste the fabric. That is my bust measurement. So since this is a crop top, I don't really want it to be fitted, so I'm just going to go ahead and make a straight line, just connect my bust measurements here, and just connect it to the lower part of. I'll just make a straight line just like that. So this is what we have. I just realized that my camera did not capture this upper part. So what I'm just going to do now, I already have like the measurements for my crop top, the body. This is the front part, and here I measured my shoulder measurements. I measured 8 inches. My shoulder is 15 inches plus 1 inch extra for the sewing allowance, which makes it 16 inches divided by 2. So that's what gave me the measurements here. I have 8 inches here. Then from this point I went down to get my armpit measurements from here. Then from here I went out by 1 inch, just like this. And from this point, this first line, I came in by ½ inch just to get this curved line like this. So that is what I have. Then this is my bust line. I went up from here to this place 2 inches to get my chest line. Then I measured my chest line, I measured my bust measurement here, 10.5 inches on my chest line, which gave me this particular point. So it is a crop top, and I don't want my crop top to be fitted, so I just make a straight line from my bust measurement down, to the lower part of my crop top. So this is what we have. So what I'm going to do now is I want to get the neckline, and for the neck, because I'm not going to be adding a zipper and I'm not going to be adding button, so I'm going to try and make the neck. For the neckline, I'm going to make the width, I'll make the width 3.5, just like this, because we are still going to use some like half measurement to join it, so it's going to be wider. So I'm going to make the depth, my neck depth, I'm going to make it 4.5 inches. I'm going to make it 4.5 inches, just like this. So with this measurement, it will be able to enter my head without any hassle. And from this shoulder line, I'm also going to measure 1 inch, just like this. Then I'll make a slant line like this. That is it. So we have the neck measurement, this is the shoulder, we have top. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to start cutting. So guys, this is what we have for the front part of our crop top, as you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out the back of the crop top. So I'm just going to take my fabric. So guys, what we are going to do now is we have the front. This is the front piece of my crop top, and I'm just going to place it on the fabric like this. I'm going to place it on the fabric just like this to cut out the back pattern, to cut out the back side of my crop top. So what I'm going to do now is, instead of, well, we are going to trace this pattern out directly just like we have it for the front, but the only difference is that the neck depth of the back is not going to be as deep as this. So I'm going to come up a bit to get the neck depth of the back side. So to do that, I'm just going to measure from here, from this point. I'm going to make it 3 inches. The depth is going to be 3 inches. 3 inches. Then I'm just going to connect it like this, just like this. So this is what I have, and I will go ahead and just cut out what I have for this body, and I'm going to cut it out for the back as well. So I'm just going to after cutting it out, I have the front, and I also have the back, and I'll go ahead and just chalk it out to identify the wrong side. So this is the back of my crop top, and this is the front part of my crop top. So I'm going to proceed and cut out the sleeves. So guys, for the sleeves, I'm going to make my crop top, I'm going to make the sleeves short. I want a short sleeve for my crop top, and the length of my, I'm going to make the length, I'm going to make it 9 inches. I'm going to make it 9 inches, and this is the point where I'm going to start from. Just like this. So from here I'm going to measure 9 inches, then I will add extra half inch for the joining at the top, which is the joining allowance at the top. Then I'm going to go ahead and add extra 2 inches at the bottom for the folding. That's 11 and a half. So I'll use my ruler to connect it. Just like this. So to get my sleeve, I have the width is 9 inches. So I'm going to come down from this place. I'm going to come down by 5 inches or 4.5 inch. I'm coming down by 5 inch like this. I'm just going to make this rough S, this shape like this. I'm just going to make a S. From this point, I'm going to slant it like this. Then my round sleeve, I'm going to make my round sleeve 7 inches, just like this. So I'll just go ahead and connect the lines together like this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut it out. So we have one of our sleeves, and I'll go ahead and cut out the second sleeve. So guys, these are the sleeves. I have my sleeves here with me for my crop top. Then I'm just going to notch this. I'm just going to notch it. So now is for the neckline of my crop top, because I'm not going to be adding a lining, and I'll need something to like fold the neck to fold the neck to make it look neat. So I'm going to take this piece, I'll just fold it like this, then I'll bring the front part of my crop top, just place it like this. This is the neck area. Place it on the piece just like this, and ensure you have enough fabric at the back. So I'm just going to trace out the neckline. I'm going to trace it out like this. For the front part, I'll cut it just like this. Just follow the shape. So after that, then I'm going to open it up like, I'm just going to form a shape like this, just the neckline shape as well. So this will be the pieces that I'm going to use to just fold in the neck of my cotton. And this is the front part. I'm still going to be placing it like that. So this is what it looks like. I'm just going to use it, I'm going to place it on it like this. and sew it and then fold it in. We are going to do that on the back as well. So guys, I have all the pieces together. I have the front, the back. These are the sleeves and also the neckline. This is what I'm going to use to fold my neckline to make it neat. So I've gone ahead to iron my interface to it, and as you can see, I've also folded it by 1/2 inch, just like this, just to fold it in. So this is the front part, and this is, so you can just go ahead and do the same thing for your own pieces as well that you want to use to fold in the neck area. So the first thing I'm going to do now is, before I start joining, I'm going to, this is the front piece, I'm going to take the neck for the, just like this. As you can see, you're going to make sure the right side is facing each other. Just place it on the neck area like this and use your pin to hold it down. This is what we have, and you go ahead to your sewing machine and just stitch it round like this. And what you did for the front part, we are also going to do it for the back as well. Then we'll take them to our sewing machine and just stitch it out like this on your sewing machine. This is what the neck looks like after stitching it down and joining this piece that we are going to use to fold it. So this is what we are going to have, and I've also done the front part as well. Then what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to notch it and notch this one as well, in order for me to turn it over to the inside and iron it out. After ironing the neck area, as you can see, this is what I have, and this is the front part, like this is the outer part of my crop top, and this is the inner side, as you can see. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my gum to just gum this down to the fabric so it doesn't keep opening like this. And if you don't have a gum, you can just go ahead to your sewing machine and just stitch it out like this on your sewing machine, and the sewing is going to show on the outer part of your crop top. But I don't want to sew mine and I have a gum, so I would use a gum to just iron it down and just gum it down. I've ironed all the necessary parts of my pieces. As you can see, this is the neck. I've used my gum to iron it, and this is what I have. Everything is looking so neat. So to start joining my crop top, I'm going to take the back side. This is the back side, and the right side, sorry, the back side and the front side. I'm going to make sure the right sides are facing each other, just like this. It's very simple and straightforward. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to use my pin to hold it down at this shoulder area. Just use my pin to hold it down, just like this, and I will do the same thing for this other part of my shoulder, just like this. So after doing this, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and just stitch it out like this with 1/2 inch. And by the time if you want to stitch it out on your sewing machine for this shoulder area, ensure that your sewing is not straight, because you know our shoulder is not straight. Our shoulder is actually slanted. So just follow this shape that you have and just sew it, slant the sewing like the line, just like this. So guys, we've joined the shoulder. As you can see, this is what I have. And I've also folded the lower part of my sleeve. So what I'm going to do now is I want to attach the sleeves. So you're just going to open it up like this. for us to get this center. Just going to take your sleeve, this notched area which is the center, the right side facing each other. You're going to place it on it just like this, and you use your pin to just hold it down, and you do it round just like this. Use your pin to hold it down. To your crop top, you're just going to go to your sewing machine and just stitch it out like this. So guys, I've joined the sleeves, as you can see. So what I'm going to do now is pretty much very simple, and we are almost done with this crop top. So what I'm going to do now is I just want to join the sides. So I'm going to arrange my my fabric. I'm going to arrange it very well. Then for the joining, I'm going to first of all measure my the round sleeve, to get the round sleeve first before I proceed to the body of my crop top. And my round sleeve is what I have here is 16 inches. I have 16 inches, so my round sleeve is 14 inches. So I'll just divide 14 inches divided by 2. It will give me 7 inches. So I'll go ahead and just mark 7 inches here like this, just like this, 7 inches. Then I will trace it down to the body of my crop top just like this. I'll just trace it out. Since it's a free top, a free crop top, I don't really need to measure the body. Just like this. This is what I have, just like that. So I'll use my pin to just hold it in place before taking it to my sewing machine and stitch it out. Ensure everything is aligned. So I'm going to do the same thing for the other side of my crop top, and I will proceed to my sewing machine and just stitch it out. I've joined the sides and I've attached the sleeves. So what we want to do now is we just want to fold the lower parts of the crop top with just 1 inch. I'm just going to use my iron to fold it in. Then I'll proceed to my sewing machine and just stitch it out. This is what I have. This is my crop top, as you can see.
So guys, we've finally come to the end of today's tutorial. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. And if you're interested in learning how to cut and sew these beautiful Ankara shirts, the video is available on my channel. Please kindly do it to like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you next time. Bye.